Hey there, folks, it's Grape. You know what really gets me mad? I'm a DirecTV subscriber, and yeah, they provide pretty good service, but one thing that really bugs me about them is the parental info. Now, as a parent of two, things, I want to make sure that all the parental info is up to date and really good. However, for some stuff like the Ren and Stimpy shows we see here is not all that good. What do I mean? Well, this is about the Ren and Stimpy show, and it says, parents need to know that there have been several incarnations of the show. Okay, first of all, that's not true. There's only been one Ren and Stimpy adult party cartoon, as it says here, and under the 2003 title, blah blah blah, Ren and Stimpy adult party cartoon. For one, why is that even necessary to know? If I was a parent of someone who was younger than, well, my youngest son being 18, if I was a parent that say someone, I don't know, 7, I wouldn't have to know that. I wouldn't need to know that. It's a spin-off. It doesn't have any bearing on the actual show. Although the original series, which still airs in syndication, no it doesn't. This has no upcoming. See? So that's a complete lie. It's tame of that version, which is distinctly marketed towards grade schoolers. Actually, it's not true. It's marketed towards teenagers originally. Yeesh. It's like these people don't know anything! Blah 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 blah. Okay, between the frequent implications that the main characters are gay and the constant abuse of each other, not true at all. John Kay said that in the original that he doesn't know if they are or not, and only Ren abuses Stimpy, and even then, it's just kind of to slap him when he's acting stupid. That's not true at all! You guys are just reading into stuff! You're reading into it too much, I should say. This is just pathetic. Oh, what's more, the show, blah, 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 get a load of this stuff. It's willingness to disregard social conventions by depicting bodily functions and adding a significant amount of gore to its cartoon violence. Oh no! Gee, it's not like they did that in Looney Tunes or anything! Oh no! This must be something new and inventive that only Ren and Stimpy has ever done! Oh no! And the whole point of this afterwards is just talking about adult party cartoon! It's ridiculous! But get a load of this! The Ren and Stimpy parental info isn't even the waste! One of the big problems with the parental info is it's not really info, but most of the time it's just the writer's review of what the show or movie is. For example, Gravity Falls. Now I like Gravity Falls a lot, it's a very good show, but clearly they like it too. Parents need to know that Gravity Falls is a cleverly written cartoon series with humor that is much better appreciated by older kids and tweens and younger kids because of its fast pace and content. What is this, Entertainment Weekly? I don't want to know this. When it says parental info, I want to know stuff that parents should know about, you know, showing their kids the show. I don't want to know what this particular writer thinks of it. It's not like you have some sort of degree in this stuff. You're probably some, I don't know, 45-year-old neckbeard living in his parents' basement writing this stuff, you know, like some sort of giant person saying, oh, Gravity Falls is so wonderful, oh, I know I have this parental info job, but I gotta show them that it is absolutely amazing, and everyone who loves it is amazing, and everyone who dislikes it is stupid. And it's clear throughout all of this that they're just trying to push some sort of agenda. And they always have this ridiculous thing, it's like families can talk about this and this and this. Families don't, most normal families I should say, don't watch TV and then get in this big circle on the floor and talk about what they just watched. And then is stereotyping concerned in this cartoon? No! All the stereotypes are played for fun! They are... Why do I even bother? And the biggest one that gets on my nerves is the one where it's very clear they haven't even watched the show or movie. Like, super obvious. None is more clear than the parental info of Dave the Barbarian, the greatest show of all time. Now I love this show. It is fantastic, amazing, and totally should have gone on more than one season. Now, a reluctant barbarian battles odd foes in the land of Udagoth. Yes, that is true. However, a few months ago, it had a bunch of ridiculous stuff saying that Fang wanted to take over the kingdom herself, and that Candy was like this brainiac stuff, and blah blah blah. Which is clear that that's not real. Parents need to know that the title of the barbarian is a muscular barbarian. Gee! Wouldn't have guessed that the title Dave the Barbarian, its main character, was a barbarian who was bullying muscle afraid of his own show. The female characters are stereotyped and self-absorbed. Okay, not true. That is only Candy, and the stereotype is on purpose. Fang is not self-absorbed at all. She just really wants to destroy things. The entire series filled with awkward jokes, chaotic plotlines, and unoriginal animation. See? It's a review of something they haven't even seen. Awkward jokes. Jokes are meant to be awkward. They're supposed to be off the wall and insane. Chaotic plotlines. Yeah, duh! The whole show is based on chaos. Unoriginal animation. Okay, for one, the designs are really good. Animation, yeah, it's cheap, but they make fun of how cheap it is. But it's a good kind of cheap. It looks good. It's stylized. The only you can talk about the kids about the mixed messages stuff. No, what messages? This show has no morals, no messages. It's nothing. Come on. Have you even watched an episode? Setting disputes discussion by using violence words because they have to. They're at war. All the while portraying Dave as a wimp for not fighting. It's not because he's not fighting, it's because he's scared of everything. He's a barbarian who willingly chose a profession that involves fighting, and he doesn't fight. That's just... Are the female characters role models in any way? Thanks for not putting the question mark in there. Of course they're not! They're not supposed to be role models! Fang is supposed to be the psychotic little girl who destroys everything, and Candy's supposed to be the shallow, absorbed one who always gets what's coming to her at the end of the episode. Dave's sisters get involved in all the action, but it's always Dave who saves the day. Not true! Not true at all. Dave saves the day about 3/4 of the time, maybe. A lot of the time it's Oswald, a lot of the time it's Fang. Yeah, Candy doesn't really get involved in that stuff, but you know what I mean! This is the worst parental info ever. Look, the message, violence, sex, language, that's not even filled out. They don't even bother with any of this. And I could go on more, like how The Thief and the Cobblers is only like a paragraph, and how it talks about how it's not meant to be marketed and exploited for toys, even though that's actually what it was meant for once Miramax took it over, but I've had enough. Clearly, this is the most important part of DirecTV, and this is clearly, who am I kidding? This stuff is completely unimportant. I know, but it's just something that bugs me. Like, no wonder Dave the Barbarian hasn't aired since 2007 in America. Look, with parental info like this, who'd want to watch it?